ship in America to cross the Atlantic Ocean, and they built it out of live oak trees. Didn't bring enough fruit across, though. They were drawing straws. See who got fed. Some made it, some didn't. But one cabin boy, he stayed behind, married himself a chief's daughter. And that's a true Pocahontas story. But really, it's the first attempt for the French to settle here. Next to come were the English. In 1663, Captain William Hilton sailed in on his ship, the Adventure. He came here from Barbados to map out lands granted to 8 lord proprietors by King Charles II. Those 8 lords leased out the lands, and that's when plantations started to pop up. All the roads underneath us, they're all brick. Came over the bellies of those English ships, holding the ballasts. But when they're finished, they threw them in the river. They grew for cotton, indigo, and rice. The colonists here, they went to the river, retrieved all the brick, built all the roads throughout downtown Beaufort, completely out of brick. Walls out of brick, homes, patios. Bottom line is, they made good use for all the brick. But then the English wanted them to pay taxes on the brick they threw in the river. Oh, that didn't go well, scholars here. So, the Thomas Jefferson read up the grievances. That was one of them, being taxed on brick he threw away already. And the Queen, she began to worry. They weren't being loyal anymore, pulling away from the crown. So she sent her good friend, Reverend Guy, to keep an eye on the colonists. Reverend Guy came here in 1711. That's the year Beaufort was established. We're the second oldest city in the state of South Carolina, preceded by Charleston in 1670. 1712, Reverend Guy bought the 2 city blocks up here on the left with the big brick wall, and he began to build his church, the St. Helena Episcopal Church. As soon as he started digging in that ground, he ran across hundreds of bones, later authenticated to be ancient Indian bones. He didn't know at the time he was digging on a burial ground. That's not good. Had to stop again in 1715 as the Scottish out on Shoretown invited the Messenians here, and they armed the Messenians in tricking. And the Messenians attacked Beaufort, killing almost everybody except for 28 people that got out of the river on the sluggish river Charleston. That was the Messenian War of 1715. Finally, Reverend Guy completed his church in 1724. And that's a long time since he started, but it's still one of the oldest churches in America and still in continuous use. During the Revolutionary War, the soldiers used the church for a stable because they said the pews are high enough, they work real well for stalls. But during the Civil War, they took the pews out and they used them for a hospital. But it got so hot inside, soldiers couldn't stand it any longer with the stench of the blood. So they were ordered to bring the wounded out and operate on the flat tombstones out in the graveyard. That's what they did for the duration of the war. You're looking at the back of the church. We'll be coming around the front in a minute. Looks like it's made out of cement blocks, but it's not. When the English came here, they didn't find clay to work with, so they had to work with oyster shells, sand, and water. Called it cabbage, C-A-B-Y. The church is open for your viewing all day long. The gates, they're open 24/7, and there's an entrance on every street around the church. And they keep it all lit up day and night, so you'll be able to see perfectly fine. The folklore says there's a few officers walking around in there. Well, if that's the case, probably a few Indians, to keep an eye out for them. Now, if the big clock coming around this corner, it's not a four-way stop, and I can hear better than I can see. I'll pull up toward the wall in case the car's coming. But don't worry, everybody's assigned their own horse.